This is my first embroidery project, and honestly, I was a little bit nervous. If you saw my previous video, you know I started a series of embroidery videos with my new 10 needle SmartStitch embroidery machine. In that video, I'll show you the unboxing and my first impressions. Today, I'm going to do my first project with this machine, and I'm very excited because it's a big change after using a single needle embroidery machine. For this project, I decided to keep it simple, and I'm going to be embroidering a tote bag with a beautiful spring design. To focus on learning the process well and to see the quality of embroidery. And so that you can also learn with me and see if this machine is really a good option for you to start your embroidery business. The design I chose is a book lover design, and I'm going to embroider it on the tote bag I showed you earlier. Finding designs like this is super easy for me because I have the Creative Fabrica membership, where there's a wide variety of embroidery designs for every occasion. I will leave the link in the description so you can explore them as well. It is important to know that the embroidery designs needs to be in a specific format. In the case of this SmartStitch machine, the format I'm using is TST. Once we've selected our design, we download it to the computer. And if it comes in a zipper folder, we extract it. Then we save it onto the USB that came with the machine. After that, we insert the USB into the machine. We place it next to the screen or at the back. For me, it's easier to place it in the front next to the screen. Now, let's go to the screen so I can show you to find and load the designs into the machine. We press this icon to go into the folder where the designs saved on the USB are located, and they will appear there. If we don't see the USB icon, press where it says Design Management, and there we will find the USB icon with the folders containing our saved designs. We open that folder, and here we can see that it has 3 sizes: 4, 5, and 6 inches. I'm going to select the 6-inch one. Then I press the folder with the little flower, press enter, then the back arrow, and as you can see, the design is now loaded into the machine system. We press it twice, then press edit colors. Here we choose the colors we want for our embroidery, changing them one by one. Once we're done, we press the green arrow. Now I'm going to start preparing the item. The tote bag is a little wrinkled, so I'm going to iron it first to remove the wrinkles. Then we place it in the hoop along with 2 sheets of stabilizer. We could use just 1 sheet since the tote bag is quite thick. But since I'm just starting, I prefer to use 2 for extra security. Over time, as I gain experience, I will adjust these techniques. It is very important to tighten the hoop well and make sure the fabric is stretched tightly to achieve clean, high-quality embroidery. For this project, I am using hoop number 12. To tighten it, I'm using a flathead screwdriver to make sure it's really secure. Once everything is ready, we move to the machine to attach the hoop. Make sure the back of the bag or the straps are folded underneath, because otherwise it could get stitched into the design and ruin the project. If you remember from my first video, the stabilizer folded in the back. but that was just a test, so it didn't matter. Now that we're doing the real project, we need to make sure everything is properly set before starting. And here we have it ready. Now we go to the screen and press the little flower with the arrow. This gives us the option to rotate the design if needed. For this tote bag, we don't need to rotate it because it's already positioned correctly. But if we did, we will just press where it says F to rotate it. I will return it to the original positions since we don't need rotation. Then we press the green arrow, then the arrow to go back. Next, we press Move Frame, and this screen appears. In the corner, we select Frame, and it will show you a list of hoop sizes. I am selecting number 12. Then we press the green arrow and again the back arrow. Using the arrows, we can align the design wherever we want. Higher, lower, left, right, or centered. If we want it centered, we press the icon that says automatically find the design origin, and it centers the design. Then we press the back arrow again and make sure it says auto change and auto start. Then press on the pink button that says not ready. Click on the arrow. And now we are ready to start embroidering. Press start and let's go to the machine. Here the machine is already embroidering. Oh, it stopped. It's telling me to thread needle number 8, but needle 8 is already threaded. Let's check what might have caused it to stop. I'm going to check the bobbin to see if that's the issue. First, I'll cut the thread, both the top thread and the bobbin thread, and remove the hoop. It's not necessary to remove the hoop, but since I'm still new to the machine, I want to make sure everything is correct. And yes, the bobbin is out of thread. That's okay. It ran out during the test from my first video. Here is how we insert a new bobbin. Once it is in place, the machine will resume the embroidery right where it left off. When you hear a click, it means the bobbin is properly installed. Now we place the hoop back just like before and press start or the green button on the screen. I have to tell you, I thought all of this would be a little intimidating, but it's actually much easier than it looks. This is just the beginning, and little by little, I will keep practicing and creating new designs to show you. I'm really happy with the performance of this machine and how easy it is to use. If you want to see the full unboxing, assembly, and setup process, I invite you to watch my previous video where I show you everything step by step. Also, I'm going to link this machine in the video description down below. The SmartStitch technicians are very helpful and supportive so you can start with confidence. They scheduled me for about 2-hour training session where I learned the basics I needed to begin. And of course, like anything, I will continue learning with practice. And here it is. The embroidery is finished. I love the colors I chose, and the stitches look excellent. Everything is well defined and nicely filled. Now I'm going to remove the hoop and take it out of the tote bag so you can see the final result. I think I would have liked to choose a slightly larger design, maybe 8 or 10 inches instead of 6, but this is my first project and I am in practice mode. Still, my personalized tote bag turned out beautiful. And here we have our first project with the new SmartStitch 10 needle embroidery machine. I truly love how it turned out. The quality is excellent. Look how beautiful it is. Stay tuned because in the next video I will show you new techniques. With this machine we have so many customization possibilities. I will be showing you how to create applique designs like this. This is a fabric applique, a different customization technique. I will also show you how to embroider logos or brand designs. And if you don't have experience creating or digitizing embroidery designs, don't worry. I will guide you and also show you where you can get them digitized easily, affordably, and quickly. So stay tuned because all of that is coming in the next videos. This one you see here is my logo. I had it digitized so I can embroider it on hats and t-shirts. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will link the machine and all the products I used in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my new videos. Thank you for visiting and see you next time.